Wow. Witchcraft all over this place right now.
On this episode of Expedition Iks, my team heads south of the border to investigate the centuries-old witchcraft culture of Mexican brujeria, where recent reports of supernatural sightings and attacks by dark forces have a region on edge.
Yo metí la reversa y ya en una esquina, porque está en una esquina, así, ya iba volando.
What do they do in the forest?
Brujería de hechicería, como dañar, como hacerle daño a las personas.
So this must be the place Emilio's talking about. This is insane. Ah. Whoa!
Go slow. You all right?
This is blood.
If I were to say to you names like Sabrina, Maleficent, Glinda, I would be talking about...
High school ex-girlfriends.
Yes, Maleficent left me at that senior prom. No, Jess!
Witches.
Witches, yes, witches. And that is what today's case is all about. Witches, witchcraft, particularly in Mexico.
Brujeria.
Yes,
Ooh.
That is exactly right, Phil. That's what they call it.
Witchcraft's always been a major part of the culture in Mexico.
Yeah. We're talking spells, we're talking curses, we're talking magic. These kind of traditions date back to the earliest civilizations in Mexico, but it's a tradition that carries on even today. And not only that, reports of supernatural phenomena in Mexico are on the rise. For centuries, ancient Mexican cultures like the Aztec turned to people who identify as witches and sorcerers for their positive powers of healing. But some witch legends also bring terror, like the Tlahuelpuchi, who are said to be part witch and part vampire, drinking the blood of infants for nourishment. 1519, the Spanish arrive in Mexico to begin their bloody conquest. Those thought to be witches are burned at the stake. And practitioners of witchcraft move into the shadows for fear of persecution. During this time, Africans are brought as slaves to Latin America, with their own unique beliefs in mysticism. These different cultures mix and even absorb aspects of Catholicism. This exotic blended form of religion ultimately becomes known as brujeria, the Spanish word for witchcraft. Far from being seen as evil, people from all over Mexico seek out brujeria healers when modern medicine fails them. But there are legends of a darker form of this witchcraft, and encounters with this more sinister type of magic have become widespread in Mexico.
Los habitantes de una ciudad están atemorizados ante lo que parece ser el ataque de unos extraños seres que muchos aseguran.
Now, a senior police officer in Monterej has come forward with a terrifying encounter with what he believes was a malevolent witch.
Vestida de negro, así con plumas. Entonces me hago para atrás, me meto otra vez al cuarto donde estaba y de este lado al cerrar la puerta venía otra.
And this footage of what is purportedly a witch flying across the mountains makes national headlines. And there are many viral videos documenting alleged acts of sinister witchcraft.
Míralo, míralo, ahí está.
Skeptics say these videos are nothing but elaborate hoaxes. Believers maintain that these dark practices are on the rise. Which begs the question, is this the season of the witch? So what do you think?
Look, I'm certainly not dismissing that there are many people who believe in the power of witchcraft. But those last few videos could just be kids messing around in the woods. There's also a lot of superstition at play here. People who want to believe something so much or fear something so much that they convince themselves it's true.
Right?
Here's the thing. I am one of those people that believe in the power of witchcraft. I may have done a spell or two or a lot.
Are you a witch?
I knew it. I knew
I'm just saying.
Should we be nervous? Are you?
Yeah, you probably should. When I was in 5th grade, my mom found my stash of all my witchcraft items that I was keeping in an attic where I had taken candles and carved them into the shapes of people, and I was using them to cast spells.
Wow.
I had a book of shadows, so I would go to the library, I'd do a bunch of research, like in old history books and stuff, and write down the spells that I thought were cool.
You clearly are a believer.
Yeah, I'm a total believer in this stuff. It's a religion, and it's not just me or just with Mexico. It's a religion that extends around the world, just in variations and different forms. And, you know, there's people that truly believe that they get blessed by a witch and their life improves, or they get cursed and they get sick. And so for me, I'm just not going to dismiss that. I'm going to keep an open mind. Who's to say that there's not something really there?
This really does have religious connotations for people, and so whether we share their beliefs or not, we certainly have to be respectful about this. The mission is as follows. I'm sending you to Monterej, Mexico. That's where there has been this surge in reports of witchcraft. And so I want you to go down there and see if you can experience this for yourselves. I'm going to link you up with that police officer who claims to have had this terrifying encounter with a witch, and we'll start there. You know, but can you separate fact from fiction? Is there anything to this? Can it all be dismissed? Is Mexico really under threat of witchcraft?
I mean, we'll find out.
We're on it.
It's a 5-hour flight from New York to Monterej, Mexico, the country's third largest city. It's a cosmopolitan mecca. However, modern comforts are not on our to-do list. I've arranged for Phil and Jess to meet our first witness in the mysterious mercados, where myth and magic are on full display. Leonardo Samaniego is a retired police officer who served on the force for over a decade and says he experienced one of Mexico's most famous witch sightings.
Sabemos que usted vio algo extraño. ¿Qué pasó esta noche?
Vi una persona vestida de negro que parece una bruja.
Una bruja, seguro.
Sí.
Can you tell us the story?
Entonces, ¿qué pasó?
Me tocó turno nocturno en la policía.
I'm a police officer here, and I was working the night shift one night. It was about 3 in the morning. I saw what I thought was a trash bag hanging up in a tree. But then it fell down to the street. And that's when I saw arms sticking out of it. And it was just hovering in the air. Its back was facing me at first, but then I turned on my sirens. And it turned around to look at me. Then I shined my brights on it, and it came rushing towards me. So I put the car in reverse, then it started flying at me. I was scared to death.
Vestida de negro.
I got on the radio and said there was a woman dressed in black approaching my car. The eyes were all black. It hit my windshield and pushed me into the other seat.
What the heck? So then how did you get away?
No sé.
I had to be woken up when backup arrived at the scene. I don't know how long I was out. My commander woke me up, and my shirt was soaked in sweat.
Brujas buenas y brujas malas. Este lado, bueno, aquí hay personas que se dedican a hacerlas limpias, o sea, quitar amarres.
Since Leonardo's encounter, he's become a true believer in supernatural witchcraft. He's researched several locals who say that they're witches. At our request, he's arranged a meeting with a person he believes is the real deal.
Hola.
Hola.
Hola, Emilio.
Pásele para acá.
Gracias. We can go in.
Emilio Salas identifies as a bruja blanca, which translates to white witch. Emilio typically practices healing and medicinal spells. With all manner of symbols ranging from witchcraft to voodoo to Christianity, whatever you believe in, it can probably be found in his home. I know you practice white magic, but are there any witches that practice dark magic?
Sí, aquí hay brujas también, o sea, de cómo manejan la magia negra.
¿Por qué aquí?
Porque ellas, ahí es donde se manifiesta toda la energía en ese lugar de el bosque de las brujas.
Well, hay un bosque de brujas.
Hay un bosque de brujas.
So what do they do in the forest?
¿Y qué pasa en ese bosque?
Sus manifestaciones de brujería, de hechicería, cómo atrapar a una persona, cómo dañar, cómo hacerle daño a las personas. Acercarse a una persona por medio de animales, por medio de volando. Padre de Dios, Hijo de Dios, Espíritu Santo.
Emilio tells us where to find this forest of witches, but before we go, he gives us a protection spell.
Arpa de platino, haz que la cubra todo lo divino. Que la fuerza y el poder esté contigo, dándote luz, dándote fuerza y dándote protección y liberación.
And then a special chant that Emilio claims might allow us to conjure a dark witch. Just make sure to record it on her phone.
Go. Por Are, por Pachá, por Caná, por Mayá, que son las palabras mágicas de gran poder y de gran valía que nos van a cubrir tanto de noche como de día.
Perfect.
The Forest of the Witches that Amelia points us to sits well beyond Monterey's city limits. And once there, we have to traverse over 15 miles of rugged terrain. So we switch to a tougher set of wheels.
What's the problem?
Got ourselves a little river. I just want to test to make sure it's not too deep. Gets a little deep, big rock over here. I'm wondering if we could just make it.
The branches are too low. I think we should cut right there, and that way we avoid all the deep stuff.
I'll go my route, you go your route. See you on the other side.
All right, you will. You will. You will, Philip. Let's go.
We're looking for structures deep inside the forest where dark magic is allegedly practiced. These structures lie far beyond the main trail, so we eventually have to ditch our ATVs and proceed the old-fashioned way, on foot. You know what this looks like to me, Jess?
What?
End of the road. We got black bears out here.
All right. Did you bring the bear spray?
Nope. There's, I think, over a dozen species of owls that can be found around here. That is something that could contribute to the lore of this forest. Oh.
There we go.
Look at this old structure.
There's definitely stuff out here.
Oh, yeah, in the middle of nowhere. Signs of old structures here, confirmed, but what kind of signs of witches would we be looking for?
Sigils written somewhere on the walls or on the ground, signs of an offering, candles, pile of herbs, little mini shrine.
Hey, look at that.
It looks like a hip bone.
Yeah, looks like a hip bone. Did you hear that?
I did.
We found bones, but it could just be incidental.
I mean, it's awfully clean. I'm not seeing any signs of any writing or sigils or, you know, anywhere that candle wax would have been used. Okay. It just seems weird that there's just one random hip bone. Do you want to just follow this path?
Yeah.
All right, watch out. There's a bunch of spikes over here.
All right.
What am I touching? Oh, check it out.
Wow. So this must be the place Amelia was talking about. Keep in mind, we don't know if there's anyone there right now.
So what, you want to not go?
I'm just saying, let's be careful.
Can you see inside the windows?
As far as I can tell, it looks empty.
I don't see any people.
So what the hell are we gonna find inside this cabin?
Let's find out.
Even though the cabin looks empty for the time being, we stay on high alert as we don't know who could return at any moment.
Hello?
Wow.
There's candles everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Blood? I mean...
Man, look where you're stepping on. Look where you're stepping on.
This is a circle. And a gigantic pentagram.
This is insane. Check out bones inside this. Even I can tell that this is essentially witchcraft all over this place right now. Ooh. I just got goosebumps.
Why?
Okay. That moth, it's called the black witch moth. I'm 100% serious. This is called the black witch. I've been looking for this moth since we've been here because it's used to symbolize witchcraft. Check out that pattern on the inside. The eye spots in there.
Yeah.
Everything in here could be a symbol. What do you think this offering is?